In this mini demonstration video, you're going to discover how you turn this picture frame into a painted decor piece by applying the popular distressing technique using an eco-friendly product from American Paint Company. Once you understand the basic 3 steps to using clay, chalk, mineral-based paint, then you'll be ready to tackle bigger projects at home, like your bar stools, kitchen table, dresser, and more. Step 1. The first step is to start applying the paint to your frame. We recommend using a spoon to scoop out the paint and put into a separate container. You'll notice that clay-based paint is very thick, so you can add some water if you prefer. Once you're ready, just start applying the paint. There is no need to prime or do any sanding. The nice thing about using a premium clay-based paint is that it's safe around kids and pets. You can paint while you're pregnant, and you'll enjoy painting inside with 0 smells and no headaches that you get with other latex brands. Now, if you notice that after applying the first coat of paint, there are still some spots that need more paint, don't worry, these will fill in nicely with the second coat. You'll want to wait about 10 to 15 minutes for your first coat of paint to dry, and then you can apply your second coat. Once you've finished with your second coat of paint, you have a decision to make. You can either start distressing, which is what you'll learn in step 2, or you can add another color of paint to your project. If you're going to add a second color, we recommend letting it dry a little longer, and on larger projects, you may want to wait 2 to 3 hours so that the colors don't blend together. On this frame, we're going to cover the red paint completely with the white paint to add a fun, distressed technique effect. The cool thing about this paint is that it is so flexible. You can add more colors, rub them off, add more, and keep playing with the paint until you are happy with the results. And then you can seal your project with the final step. Okay, so once we are done adding the second color of paint, we want to make sure the first color of paint is completely covered. So if it is not, just go back and add a second coat of paint to make sure that the color underneath is completely covered. And then let your project dry. You can use a recipe card or a hairdryer to speed up the drying process. Step 2. Okay, moving on to the second step. Once your paint has completely dried, you're ready to start distressing. Learning the distressing technique is actually pretty fun. It's kind of like those magic markers because as you rub on the paint, you'll see the other color start to appear. You'll want to use a white lint-free cloth and just get your cloth damp. Be careful not to add too much water or you'll start smearing the colors together. So just dip your cloth into some water and then wring it out so it's damp. Once you are ready, wrap the cloth around your finger and then gently apply pressure to the area of the frame that you would like to distress. On bigger projects, think of areas where it would be naturally worn, like around the detailed areas and the corners. If at first nothing happens, then apply more pressure and concentrate on a very small area until you start to see the undertone color pop through. The nice thing about distressing with clay-based paint is that it's easier to rub off. Plus, you can wait as long as you want to distress, as long as you haven't sealed it yet. This makes working on a bigger project fun because you can work on a project in your house and come back to it a few days later and continue working on the project. You don't have to rush to start distressing before it dries and hardens like it does with latex paint. When you are done distressing, you can add more paint if you would like to cover in areas, or add another color. You have a lot of flexibility. Step 3. Once you're happy with the results of your project, you're ready to seal it. Sealing your project will give it that nice professional finish, and using the all-natural top coat sealer will give it a nice shine. We recommend pouring top coat into a dish as well, and then you can apply using the brush. Our top coat sealer is the easiest to work with, so we always recommend it for a first-time project. The top coat has a white, milky look, but when you apply, you want to make sure it goes on clear. If you see it going on milky, it means you are using just a bit too much. So keep brushing it until it's clear. Make sure to cover your entire piece using the top coat sealer. On a small decor project, 1 coat of the durable top coat sealer will work just fine. On larger projects where you need more durability, 3 to 4 coats is recommended. And then limit the use of your furniture for 1 week while the sealer completely cures. Once your piece dries, you're all finished. Now just add a photo to your frame and enjoy your painted decor piece.